structured series on chronic weight gain, how to lose weight, how to control hunger, and the truth about all of this so that we can all have hope, that we can all become healthier and feel better, that we can help those around us and stop judging them, and we can know the truth of this problem. We know where the problem came from. Now, I've been talking through some basics about chronic weight gain. I've been covering some of the underlying causes of it: inflammation, overeating, eating too frequently, hormonal responses, genetics, etc. And if you want more details, comprehensive nutritional details, I created a structured series with a workbook curriculum. It's a little lengthier, and I go into much more detail and give a lot more explanations. And that's a video series that we actually make available for purchase. But if you want the short version, that's what I'm giving you right here, although you may not think it feels that short. It's short to me. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. It's a complex topic. All right. So anyway, let's move on to our next step. I want to talk about how body weight is regulated. Body weight is regulated in your brain by neurotransmitters and hormones. There is an area in your hypothalamus, part of your brain, that you don't consciously control. And it's called the lipostat. That's our new term for it. Lipofats stat, like a measuring device, like a thermostat, right? And the lipostat has strong genetic influencers and strong hormonal influencers. So the lipostat determines your overall body mass, especially your fat mass. And it ultimately will regulate your body fat to whatever it determines is the right weight for you. So this lipostat, every one of us has one, and it's genetically influenced. So historically, we used to have these body types: endomorph, ectomorph, mesomorph, which indicated a heavier person, leaner person, middle of the road person. And we used to think of heavier people as being people who had problems with their appetite, etc. But that's not true. It's a genetic subtype that has its advantages, and they have a higher metabolic rate. They have a higher body mass, so they eat more because of that, right? So they do have increased hunger compared to someone who's lean because they have an increased energy demand. Now, that's a generalization. It's not always true, but you get the idea. Your genetics determine your initial lipostat functioning, but then all of the messages that come into your body that create hormonal responses, including messengers like insulin and cortisol, and then leptin, which is secreted by your fat cells to help regulate body weight, and many others influence where that lipostat goes. So your lipostat is determining your weight today, and it is working deep in your non-conscious areas to non-consciously control your body weight. And when the lipostat is set to a specific level, let's say your lipostat is adjusted to where it believes this extra 40 pounds of visceral fat is supposed to be on your body, that's what it's regulating to because it's been there for a long time. If all you do is try to force the lipostat to adjust by cutting your calories and increasing your exercise in rapid fashion, meaning you undereat and simultaneously really push your body physically, you will lose weight. Your body will begin to drop extra weight, but it won't take long before that lipostat says, "Eek, this is not right. Something's wrong. There's not enough food out there." And at that time, it will upregulate hormonal hunger, meaning you'll become voraciously hungry. Hungry enough to eat your arm, right? You can't stop eating. You'll blame yourself, but it's not your fault. No one can resist hormonal hunger. It comes from the body sensing starvation as a potential risk. So whatever you come across to eat, you'll eat. It'll simultaneously downregulate metabolism. It'll downregulate thyroid function and other metabolic regulators so it can decrease energy expenditure. So you'll become tired, grumpy, brain foggy, hair gets thin, nails get brittle, heart doesn't pump as hard, short of breath. Why am I so lazy, right? So historically what that meant was you were succeeding on your diet because you finally got willpower and you finally stopped being lazy. Hooray! Everybody's happy for you. And then next thing you know, you can't stop eating and you can't get off the couch. And everybody's like, "Yeah, I knew he had a problem with self-control. We always knew he was lazy. They always go back to what they do. A tree can't, or whatever it is, can't change its colors." I can't remember the expression. But anyway, you get the idea. And then you just feel bad about it. Over and over again, this happens. And every time your metabolism further down regulates. And you give up. What's going to work? All right. Well, what I'm about to teach you, it will work, but it still requires you to take action. And there's no easy way there. But understand, you're not making this decision. Your brain, deep in your brain, is making this decision for you based on factors that you can't control. Well, you can control some of them, but you can't control all of them. But they started early, and I'm going to talk about that in the next video, so you better understand that you have to stop blaming yourself for this problem and just focus on what you can do to solve it. All right? Subscribe to The Family Doctor. Share this with friends, anybody you know struggling with weight, the truth of authentic healthy weight and the truth of authentic health. Thank you.